You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And I'm really bad at running this today. If full disclosure, I haven't been recording things in the right spots. I've been doing all kinds of
This is
fucked
the
up.
fourth time we've done this.
When it comes across two things, it actually is.
We talked about Canadian politics for 47 minutes.
We did
and
for
it was
a very long
not
time.
even filmed.
Well, you know what though? For how many times we digressed and all this kind of stuff, I think it might be for the best.
Probably.
But we can narrow it down to Justin Trudeau, still our prime minister.
Still the man.
Andrew Scheer, we compared to
Satan.
Mike Pence.
Hitler.
Steve.
Steve-O.
Not
Right.
Steve-O. Steve-O's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, that guy's cool.
Like maybe druggy Steve-O. I don't know. But but he was just
The bad Steve, when Steve-O was like, I don't like this guy. I'm looking at in the mirror. Him.
yeah. You know what though? A picture says 1,000 words type thing. Just look up a picture of him and
Look up a
you get
picture
it.
of Steve-O with a gator eating something out of his butt crack while he flies over top of it.
Yeah, dude.
Look up Trudeau. You'll find one of him in Indian garb or blackface. That's our president.
It's our prime minister.
Whatever.
You'll be fine.
Come on.
It
Anyways.
doesn't matter. So lots to talk about today. We got Star Wars news. We got a contest winner. We got more Tales from the Sea coming at you. There's so much going on today. Let us just dive right in. We'll dive into the Star Wars news.
Let's get right in there.
Yeah,
Final trailer.
the final trailer.
This is it. When does this movie come out?
This movie comes out in December 19th.
20th. My God. Where
Wow.
the hell have you been? Anyhow, we just watched the preview 15 times.
Yes, we
He's
did.
so busy planning his next Disney vacation, he is not really positive when the movies come out because in his mind, he's already seen it.
Yes.
He knows what's happened.
I do have my tickets,
Of course.
which actually,
And both of them are for him.
yeah, no, it actually brings into the point a big thing too. It has already beaten the Fandango pre-sale record and all that stuff after like a couple of days being in pre-sale.
Fandango the wrestler?
No, Fandango the ticket buying app.
Oh.
You know,
Do we use that?
we can. I
Does
think.
Landmark Cinemas use the Fandango?
No, they use something else. But I
can't.
think Fandango, like in the U.S., I don't even know if it exists here, to be perfectly honest. Fandango in the U.S. will cover any theater. And it'll-
Fandango sounds to me like the side company that Ticketmaster has.
It essentially is.
It has to be, really.
But I don't know
thinking,
that
why would they
Ticketmaster
allow
owns
a
them,
secondary company to make all the money off it? You know what I mean? When they can just do it themselves.
Yeah,
Just name it something else.
yeah. So,
So he's got two tickets.
I got 2 tickets. We want to watch the trailer right now.
Let's do it.
So let's watch that trailer.
It's an instinct. A feeling. The force brought us together. We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
Long have I waited. And now you're coming together. Is your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny.
it is. There was the Emperor, the fallen Death Star.
Yeah, so it looks really good. I mean, it didn't add a lot to, like, because we'd already had the Emperor teased. So now you get some more visuals. You get the Death Star and you get these other things. Obviously, you can go to any of
They
the
didn't really
trailer
show a lot.
breakdowns.
They showed a lot of the water,
Yeah.
the Death Star.
Yeah.
So the end sequence there is probably pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff. Let's talk about John Boyardee's,
Yes.
his binoculars.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 4 holes.
Yeah, I know.
I believe in the movie that he's stolen those off of like a Tuscan Raider that's got like 4 eyes. You said maybe the bottom 2 are smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
smell. It's like I don't know. I can't see what's going on down there, but I do not like the smell of it. And so it's not a terrible idea if you're me.
Oh yeah. And there was
know.
the Asian girl that they took off of all the promotional materials.
Yeah, I think she's in there somewhere though. I can
No,
see the posters.
she's not.
Oh really?
They took her off of all promotional material.
Okay.
Except for in China, where she's every character.
Yes.
They've digitally made her every single character.
Wouldn't that be amazing? I would love to see, and I'm sure it occurs. I would love to see, based on certain markets, the trailer or the posters changing to make like minor
course.
characters look
Well,
like
no, it's
mega.
it's like whenever you see one of these fucking cheap ass movies,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, starring Christopher Lloyd," and Christopher Lloyd was on set for half a day.
Yeah.
He's in like 12 seconds of the movie.
Yeah.
And I ran into a girl that makes all these movies for TMN. TBDBDB.
Yeah.
TMN. She's
Yeah.
a Canadian chick. She's doing pretty well, actually.
It's called Crave
Krav.
now. Krabby.
Is it?
Kravitz. Yeah, it's all
TMN's Krav?
Crave.
Yeah, that's right, because I said Crave commercial, and I was like, that's not HBO. There was like Letterkenny.
This is.
And I was like, Letterkenny's not HBO.
Do people in the U.S.? I think that's got some traction in the U.S. Letterkenny.
I know Trailer Park Boys has.
Yeah.
I've been all over the States, man. People are like, you see this film? I'm like, fucking right I have. Let's see, funny you're from Canada and you swear a lot?
We invented.
Fucking right we did. We invented swear words.
Lord Thunder,
Yeah.
You know?
It's mine.
Oh, that's
Mine.
nice Braveheart.
Well, same thing, whatever.
Or-
Indistinguishable accents.
Your island. You mean Ireland? Yeah, it's mine.
It's mine. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. And a little spoiler alert, there's actually a little connection to the movie we're recording today, but not doing next week. Next week's our Halloween thing, but we'll get into that.
That's
in a few
right.
minutes.
That
I want
is
to talk about
right.
some other things. Kevin Feige has teased that Daredevil and Jessica
Can't
Jones.
say Feige and then teased. I'm all at Twitter now.
I know.
I'm on a flutter.
He teased. Teased what? Teased what? No, he teased that Daredevil and Jessica Jones may find their way onto the big screen.
What?
As part of something, as whatever, but
Oh, those are the two that deserve it.
I think that's the thing. I think they just decided to cut their losses with Iron
Oh,
Fist.
the Netflix universe there, because that's done.
Yeah, no, but I feel like, well, it is and it isn't. They can bring it back.
I did not see part 2 of. Not Iron Fist, not Daredevil. Luke Cage. The first season was really good.
Yeah.
I really liked Cottonmouth.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it was lacking that certain punch. You know, it was so long form. It was like Jessica Jones is more conducive to long form, as it's like a detective tale. So it's more about like, ooh, the baseline, smoking, drinking.
Luke Cage, and this isn't a race thing.
Cottonmouth was great though.
Yeah, this is not a race thing, but Luke Cage reminds me of if Marvel had made The Wire. I'm rewatching. I just finished rewatching season 1 of The Wire, and there's so many.
That's not bad actually.
There's a lot of beats, and like if you think of
Is
like
Buddy in The Wire?
Cottonmouth as Avon Barksdale, and who's Buddy?
He wasn't in that, was he?
No, well, according to you, Delroy Lindo's in Star Wars.
I meant Landoy Rindo.
I know you did. And then his
Landoy Rindo, my
that?
favorite character.
Delroy Lindo. His last
Where's his
name
buddy?
is Kardashian.
Are we gonna get any on Andy Baxter where like his right hand man is?
Nine Numb. I hope so. He was in this trilogy already.
Was he?
Yeah, yeah.
See the drunk guy at the bar hitting on Ray?
Yeah.
Disgraced pilot. He's had enough.
No, that was Harvey Weinstein, and that actually goes into our next thing.
Right.
Harvey Weinstein was at a comedy club, and apparently some of the girls who were on stage like called him out, and was like, "Oh, it's a good thing he's here because I brought like a rape whistle and all this kind of stuff."
Nice.
And like people were yelling at her and booing her, and like one of Harvey Weinstein's friends called her a cunt. And,
Really?
it was just
nice.
It was a whole classy
So
event.
just bring it, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I know.
If you're gonna sit in the audience, then you're gonna just take it.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're Harvey Weinstein, you have to now expect it.
Exactly.
It's like what you think everybody's gonna cower before you
Yeah.
because you once upon a time ran Hollywood.
He definitely
Nobody gives
lost
a
that
fuck.
exchange, regardless of what was said.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus the fact that he was like, involved in like the, the degradation of all these women for somebody in his camp to yell cunt at him. Like, wow. Yeah. Like, there you go.
You did great, pal.
I saw his name in a new movie on Netflix. He's still producing. Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it was in the mist weeds, in the grass. It was on Netflix. It was Stephen King, In the Tall Grass.
There you go.
And it was by Stephen King. And
Interesting.
It was fucking terrible.
Oh, good
And
news.
Harvey Weinstein and his brother's name are in the credits. So
Really?
they're still going.
Oh, wow.
They still got their money going, so everybody can pretend. That was like when the WWE's going to Saudi Arabia. How dare you? How dare you? These people. Ooh, I got the gurgles, girl.
Your
Woo.
insides just came out.
I think I just turned into a lizard person. But everybody's like, oh, you're going here, and nobody really cares.
Yeah.
We still get our oil from there. Business continues.
Yeah.
But if you're these guys going over there, you know what I mean?
Well, they had a thing too. They got a lot of backlash. They did some LGBT friendly.
You missed one.
Q.
There you go.
I don't watch Queer as Folk, so I can't include the Q. But I watch all the other.
The Q is for all the queer as folkers. They identify as a separate group.
The Q is silent if it knows what's good for them. I'm kidding, guys. I love you
I'm
guys.
fucking not.
But no, the you're right. I left out the Q, and then I like maybe
Because you're a monster.
yeah. I get it. Me too. You're a monster. Me too.
I'm also a monster.
There
Me
we go.
too.
Anyways,
That's the new Me Too.
yeah.
Accepting the fact that we are monsters.
Yeah, but no, they came out with some thing, and it was like their one gay wrestler, and they were like talking about like being inclusive
Darren Young.
and sure, and
All the women, Darren Young.
yeah, but they they were talking all about like inclusiveness and all that, and I'm just looking at all of the responses, and it's like all of your champions are noted homophobes, and you guys go to Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
which won't even let women wrestle, and like it was just boom, 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 and I'm like, ugh, ouch,
I hear ya.
ouch.
But why did you look at yourself in the mirror when you go to the gas pump and pay for fucking gas?
Where's their fucking mirror at the gas pump?
You fucking right, there might be. You know that credit card part where you put your credit card, I bet you at the right light you could see your own
Yeah.
fucking hypocritical reflection.
Yeah.
And you're still watching wrestling too and screaming at the TV, just like I did with Melrose Place 90210 Power Rangers.
Especially Power Rangers.
Oh my God, why did I watch that fucking show?
Well, the Blue Ranger was gay, and then we had like,
They had everything right there represented.
Yeah.
Lesbians, Asians,
It was a literal
nerds.
There was a literal rainbow.
Yeah, black people. The slut, the pink one.
That Asian chick who had the car accident. Do you remember that? I don't know if we talked about that on here. The girl who it was like Trini or whatever, the Yellow Ranger, which is fucking
Yes.
racist as shit. They were the Black Ranger was black and the
I
Asian
know.
one was yellow.
I know. The slut was pink and the nerd was blue.
The depressed one was blue.
Yeah.
But the
He was depressed.
yeah, he was also choking. Nobody knew. But I don't know. No, but the Yellow Ranger, the original Yellow Ranger, she died in a car accident. And then when the movie came out, not the like old movie with
The new
them
one
in
with
it.
like Becky G.
Yeah, like it was like all them. The girl who was, I can't remember the exact thing, but it was the Yellow Ranger's poster, and it says like "Who needs a license" or something like that. It was right after she died. Like the other girl died.
Who
of
needs a
accident.
license?
It was something like that. It was
when
just
you're rich
like,
and Asian.
yeah, crazy.
Yep.
So yeah, so that's that.
Crazy rich Asians.
Let's pretend I'm good at segues, and let's move on to Let's move on to Wonder Woman, 1984.
Ooh.
Patty Jenkins confirmed the character that Pedro Pascal is playing in Wonder Woman 1984. I didn't even know he was in it.
I didn't either.
He's playing, I don't know the DC world well enough, but some might. This is actually news that came out today. He is playing Maxwell Lord, who
It's going to be a side character.
He is a bad guy in the DC universe who's like a mogul, like not... I don't compare to like a Lex Luthor kind of mogul, but like a businessman, and then apparently he has like mind control powers.
Maybe he's mind controlling Cheetah.
Yeah, and then he said he mind controlled like Superman into turning on.
So he's pretty good
or
then.
something like that. Yeah, I guess.
If
like,
he can mind control Superman, then he's pretty fucking good at it.
Pretty alright.
I'm really excited to see this movie. Actually, I really want to see Kristen Wiig as Cheetah.
I'm really enjoying. To just getting into the Pedro Pascal of it all, I'm enjoying because there's a lot of like cool Latino actors right now who are getting some pretty like cool stuff. And
What else was he in?
He was in Rogue One.
Ooh, I like him. Boom, great, yes, awesome.
Oh wait,
exactly what you're talking about.
No, I'm not entirely sure if it's.
Oh
him
my
or
god!
Diego
Now
Luna.
I'm like, what? Like
because Diego Luna's the other
one.
one.
I think it is Diego Luna.
Oh,
Here we go.
Get fuck me right. I knew I was gonna make this mistake.
We know
too.
the difference between races and the people within them. You can bet your ass on that.
Yeah, Diego.
Honestly, I can't tell anybody apart, especially white people.
Yeah. And then Gael Garcia Bernal, he gets into the picture, and then I don't even know where to fucking begin.
It's just like one big sexy Latino boner.
No, you know what? Yeah, no, sorry. Ooh. Diego Luna is Cassian Andor. Pedro Pascal is, if I'm not mistaken, now I'm gonna fucking. I think he was like Kingsman.
There should be all three of those names you just said.
Yes.
And then Javier Bardem is like the referee, and he just keeps yelling "sexier."
Yes.
Sexier. Sexier.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal, if I'm not mistaken now, I gotta look at...
You probably are.
Yeah. He is going to be in The Mandalorian.
Yes.
That's his big deal. And he was in Game of Thrones. That's the Bond. Fuck. See, I do mix them up, and you know what it is? It's not anything, but they're fucking like
they have the same
hair.
Exact...
You know what
facial
it's like?
hair.
It's like Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
They all look the same. You look at the white people. They all look the same.
It's like, what was it? It's Jeffrey Dean Morgan and what's his face from Friendo.
Yes. Well, we should put it up. All the side by sides.
Yes. I don't think
if you can't get this guy, you get this guy.
Yeah. But yeah, he was also in Game of Thrones. You're not there yet, but he plays an awesome character in Game of Thrones.
I will be though. We gotta get there, man. I'm hurting.
We gotta get there.
I'm hurting for a Game of Thrones squirting.
So he's playing in that. We're gonna see him in The Mandalorian. I feel
When's
so bad.
Disney Plus? You should feel terrible. This guy's gonna fucking text you. His disapproval.
Wish somebody would. God damn it.
Good, bad. Who cares?
I know, right? But speaking of missing you horribly, I think that now it is time for some Tales from the Desk. Oh, I got it backwards.
Here you go then.
I guess I'll have to start.
From the desk.
So I don't know if you can top this, but I had to call in sick this week.
No.
I was throwing up.
Throwing up?
Yeah, I was up. I'm on night shifts right now, and I was up all morning. Like, I got home, and I felt kind of all right, and then I laid down, and all of a sudden I was feeling kind of queasy, and I was, like, throwing up for, like, 3 hours. So I called in sick. And then the next day I had a meeting that I had to go to, and I just teleconferenced in.
While being sick?
Yeah, well, I was feeling better by then. But
you weren't ralphing at the time or anything?
No, I wasn't ralphing. I did have to poop really bad, though, at one point.
That sounds like a harrowing journey.
I drank a lot of Gatorade, and it was all right.
Get those electrolytes pumping.
Now, can you top that with Todd's
Tales from the Sea?
I swear I
like that.
I thought I put
like you fucked it right up. It should have been the other one. The other.
Spoiler alert. No, I took that one off.
Spoiler alert.
But
come on.
I'm sorry. Well, no, because I needed the space. But I
check
thought I put
this out.
Yeah, Todd's got.
I got a sweet fucking one for y'all today.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on the boat.
Yeah.
the boat I work on. And suddenly somebody's like, hey, they're going to film like a show on here. Which a bunch of boats that have been on, they filmed like mighty ships. You know, what's this? Just essentially just mighty
like ships that are mighty.
shits. Just a big shit, a big blight on society. But anyways, they're going to be filming Still Standing. And I text Joe, and I'm like, holy shit, they're going to be filming like a TV show. It's called Still Standing here. And Joe's like, Tim Allen's going to be there. He's like, holy shit. And I was like, Tim Allen.
Let's be very clear. I wasn't that excited.
He called me with a thing, like a GIF. He was just like, woo, holy shit. Yeah, it was actually a poop jumping out of the toilet, and he had a halo. Woo. It was like, anyways. So,
It's technically
and then
a
I'm
Pokemon.
like, that should be a new one right there.
Yeah.
Somebody should be like, oh. Should be
Poop
Jesus'
Joe.
poop. It's Jesus' poop.
Yeah.
Would they have called it that? Is that blasphemous?
No.
Everyone poops.
No.
Even Jesus. That's the last page.
And the worst thing about
Even
it
Jesus poops.
is after you flush it, 3 days later it comes back up the drain.
Fucking right.
Christianity, folks.
That guy who put it in, he called that tank the Rock. I don't know, man.
I don't know. We got
It
lots of
didn't
things.
fucking-
Anyways,
Anyways,
keep your story going.
So he's telling me that this guy is going to come on board. His name is Still Standing. I don't fucking know. His name is John Harris.
Yeah.
And he hosts a show where he goes around to these places and he hosts, you know, he's like, oh, this is a quirky town. Look at how quirky it is. And I'm so cool and whatever. So I'm told to go down and clean the windows. I'm cleaning the windows. And suddenly there's this lady. She's like looking at the birds. She's like taking a picture of the seagulls that are trying to eat things that the prop shoots up, you know, dead body chunks and hunks of whatever. And I'm like, this lady looks, you know, out of place, right?
Yeah.
Do it. There you go, right?
I'm out of place.
And then, so I'm like, hey, I was like, did you hear that, you know, the show's going to be on here? And she's like, yes, I'm the producer. And I'm like, oh my God. So I start talking to her. She literally films me as I give this pitch that I'm going to give to you right now.
And I'm leaving.
It's called Murdoch. Okay, so the guy, John Harris, he is a co-star of a show called Murdoch Mysteries. And it's like back in time. It's like if some lame Canadian Sherlock Holmes, you know, like fumbled around in like some dirty old Toronto back alley. Yeah, and they wear like bowler caps. Do you not want to be on scene during this story?
No, I'm very sad.
Good. Get out of here. Anyways, so this is the pitch that I gave to her. It's called Murdick Mysteries. Okay. It's about a mermaid who feels that she was born a merman and she solves underwater crimes in Toronto Harbor. So it's like Jessica Jones meets the Little Mermaid meets Angela Lansbury now. She loved it. She essentially told me that she was going to, it should be on Netflix any minute.
Well, if it's going to be a miscast media production, I'm in.
I mean, exactly. So then, you know, here he comes. I bring the cars on. Like, I'm on the deck there, and the cars drive on. The big thing opens. It's like some of the Star Wars.
He has to be...
This fucking big mouth opens.
Yeah. It's also just something out of, like, naval shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Whatever. Naval. Star Wars has a navy.
They have an Imperial fleet.
That's right. They got to get those boats in and on there. Anyway, so I can see him in the car, and I'm like, this is the guy. This is the fucking guy. And I'm like, something like this. Because, like, I'm like, come to her, stop. I'm like, stop. So essentially, they're just going like, and the guy's looking at me, and I'm like, hey. I yell, I'm like, hey. I'm like, are you looking at me? I'm like, are you fucking looking at me? Because I'm telling you what to do here. This is a dangerous situation. Fucking look at me. And he's like, I'm looking at him. I'm like, okay. Stop. Anyways, I eventually get him there. Guy gets out of his car. He's got like the world's oldest like German Shepherd. Like the back legs are out. Like this poor fucking animal.
Yeah.
And he's dragging him around. Anyways, we leave. I go right in through it's like literally coincidentally all day long. I just continuously run into him. I go into the thing. He's there with his dog. You can't have your dog there. Okay. But everybody won't say anything to him because he's like a Hollywood movie star.
I'm a movie star.
So I'm like, you can't have, I'm like, oh, let me pet your dog. Well, your dog, blah, blah. And he looks at me and he's like, my dog is sometimes aloof to humans. And I was like, oh, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, this is, okay,
So
here
are
he
you.
is. Here he is. Yeah, I'm like, here he is, right? And then he's like, sometimes I'm like, hey, hello, you dog, blah, blah. I'm like talking to his crew, blah. And I'm like, so he's like, sometimes my dog runs away. And I was like, of course your dog runs away when you're constantly grabbing its genitals. And he was just like, and his crew starts laughing. And then I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so he looks like he's been dummy punched about 1,000 times. Yeah. He looks like he should be on Botched. On ET, whatever this channel is.
Yes.
He has been lobotomized about 4 times over. I'm really sorry, John Harris. He seemed like a really nice guy, but I think that somebody was programming in the niceness.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was an android or something. Anyways, so...
I think it's probably one of those, like, just like, oh, here we go, just shooting another goddamn thing.
It could be. And we'll have some footage we're going to put on. But I really...
every boat he gets on, somebody pitches a show about the harbor they work at.
And I think you have to say, Murder Dick Mysteries again. Like, holy fuck. He's got like a book where they're just like, oh...
Did they have a fucking meeting?
Oh, I guess I was probably a little bit territorial.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, like, I mean, like, I thought if, like, Louis C.K. would have come on and I would have said something to him, I'm sure he would have said something back to me.
He would have made you watch him masturbate.
Oh, yeah, I would have been, but at least on something.
Yeah, I'd have let him for the story.
I remember standing up, too, and we lifted up all the blinds, and I had the binoculars, and I was staring at him, and I was, like, touching myself. And his whole crew looked up, and I was just like, yeah. I'm like, film your show. Film it. Yeah, film that
We're
show.
going to post, Todd got some actual footage from his phone. And we're gonna post a little chunk on the Instagram. It's amazing. Very, very funny.
I'll tell you something right now. It's exactly the same with the Avengers guy. He ate those pages out of that old book.
Oh, fucking
Ray Fiennes.
Yeah,
he's a book eater. He's not allowed around libraries anymore at all.
Oh.
Anyways, so
I think their libraries are gone.
Short,
is that why ebooks came to be?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, you can eat the tape, but it's fucked.
All right.
Like, ooh, poop the next morning is not good because you crunch up all the. Anyways, so I was an asshole to a pseudo celebrity.
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
Yeah,
your
you've
tale.
been an asshole to regular celebrities. You've been an asshole to like non-celebrities.
Yeah.
So you've run the gamut.
I'm staying the course.
Now
All you need
now is to find like a softcore porn or like a Return to Two Moon Junction style person.
Return to Two Moon Junction 2. Fast to Furious.
Is that just the re-return?
That's the whole title.
That would be amazing. Return to Two Moon Junction 2, the re-returning. It's
not
not
even
even
in brackets. Too fast.
It's not even about
too bi-curious.
But this
too
one,
fast, too bi-curious.
But this one's not even about any sexual relationship. It's just about, so how many times have we been here? We're back, but now we're back again. Is this the second time we're back?
Time loop?
Are
you naked?
Is this the second time we're back for the second time? So is that the fourth time?
I'm so confused at what's happening now. I could be least concerned about our nudity.
I know. So anyways, tune in for that, and surely you'll get the miscast commentary treatment for that one. But let's talk about next week. Next week, we're going to do things ever so slightly differently. Only by this much. Okay? Because our Halloween episode is coming up.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I should host Still Standing. I should be the host. John Harris is a hack robot made in Cyberdyne Laboratories, and I will rip his arm off in a machine and save it.
But what if he's Astar and he can put his arm back on and you can't?
Then I am in trouble.
You better play safe. Bing. I still don't totally understand.
You should play safe.
Oh, you just picked up? Yeah.
You should.
Okay, very good.
I don't like to play safe.
Yes. So anyways, next week is Halloween. And as always, we do a Halloween episode on Halloween. But this time, Halloween is on Thursday. So rather than do a Thursday episode and a Friday, was that a little loud?
No.
Oh, okay, you looked at me like you were like, whoa.
It just got me. I was like,
Sorry.
Thursday. Terrible day for...
Yeah. So I know it's a terrible day for
Maybe
Halloween.
not for the kids, because then they can stay up a little later.
Well, it's the only good idea Trump has had. Now, granted, it's not his idea. I've heard the idea dozens of times before. But the idea was that Halloween should just be the last Saturday of October.
I'm not opposed to that.
I'm not like...
And now everybody's like, you see? Trump's the man. You agreed with one thing he said. Now you know.
My God. But that hurt my elbow somehow.
How do we make an A for Antifa?
Arthritic claw G.
Good enough.
We got lots of ideas.
If this was good enough for Jason Momoa, it's good enough for me.
I don't know that it was good enough for Jason Momoa.
maybe Matthew McConaughey.
For sure. Matthew McConaughey.
For sure.
But anyways, so because Halloween is on the Thursday, we're going to just move our episode to Thursday for one day this week.
Sweet, I like it.
Okay, so next week.
Are you sure it's Thursday? That was Friday.
No, it's Thursday.
Okay.
I've looked.
You seem pretty confident.
I'm very confident because I had to book the day off work, so I know all about know all about the 31st. So we are going to be playing for you a Halloween episode, a Halloween movie. And which one? Well, we've done the first two. So fuck y'all. Let's do Halloween 5.
Oh, wait, what?
Your plans and my plans are different.
What the hell? Who did I film that one with?
I don't know, some dude.
Oh my God.
But let us take a listen to the trailer.
You don't really know much about Halloween. Halloween. The barriers will be down between the real and the unreal. And the dead might be looking in. The last great one took place 3,000 years ago when the hills ran red. Halloween, the children.
You happen to know anything about this Cochran?
All I can tell you, mister, is watch out. He's watching you, friend, I guarantee you that.
Trick or treat, trick or treat.
Hey, Mr. Cochran, just what is the final process?
Fellas, I was just kidding.
Witchcraft. To us, it was a way of controlling our environment.
Hey!
Where are they taking her?
They're taking her to the factory.
I want a mask. Can I have a mask?
Just what I had in mind for you, little buddy. Why, Cocker? Why? Do I need a reason?
I've got nothing here to indicate there was ever a body at all.
Operator, this is an emergency.
I do love a good joke, and this is the best ever. A joke on the children. I'm glad you'll be able to watch it.
You've got to believe me!
They're going to kill us. All of us.
Stop it!
Halloween. The world's going to change tonight, Doctor. Happy Halloween.
Stop it!
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. The night no one comes home. Season of the Witch.
So, Todd and I had an interesting experience during that because we were both just going about our business, just doing some stuff as we are wont to do when we play our trailers and stuff like that. And I'm doing something, and all of a sudden I hear Season of the Witch, and I think Todd's fucking around because Todd. And then he looks over, I look over at him, and then he's texting, and he looks over at me. He's like, well, he thought I was whispering. So we just had a terrifying little moment. It's now the scariest movie I've ever seen. Go to the theaters and demand it be there and go see it. And
the best thing about fucking Season of the Witch 3 is it's like 5 kids will be affected. Because like you have to want to go either as a skeleton, a witch, or a pumpkin.
Yeah, but they're the most popular mask-making
Items
company
out
in
there.
the world.
I mean, come on. There's nothing else to go as. Nobody's got any imagination. There's no other masks.
I would like to see the Venn diagram. I want to like get like a Harvard study on this. What time do kids go to bed? How many parents would let their kids watch Halloween?
Yeah.
The first one.
There's a lot of variables that have to line up for this whole thing to work.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, like, somebody who just went in those shitty... Remember those, like, smocks that just said Casper on it? And then you had a Casper mask? Yeah.
I love those.
I would love for somebody just
like
to still make a line of that for today, where it just had, like, Stranger Things, and then it was, like, a 7 mask. And, like...
They probably do. I haven't been to Toys R Us in forever. I remember, like, in the cheap section of Toys R Us, that's what they had.
There's no such thing as a cheap section in Toys R Us. I think it's
Not
back
anymore,
in the US
baby.
now.
Is it gone over there now?
It was gone, but I think it's back now, like in a limited form.
One board game.
Collectors. No, I just mean there's less of them.
Oh.
So Halloween 3, it was bound to happen. Episode 1's coming next for our May the 4th episode, so fucking deal with it.
That's right.
But no, we had some fun with this episode, I think.
Oh, fucking
and there were lasers in the movie, so I mean, like, where do you go wrong? That's the real question.
Oh, man, lasers and anything.
That's right.
There was no boobs, but there was lasers. No, there was boobs.
It's the only reason I watched Star Wars.
I know. It's the only reason
There
I
were
watched
lots
anything.
of boobs. But yeah, there was, but not with Star Wars. No boobs, just lasers.
If you
This one,
really,
boobs and
if you
lasers.
really like lasers equate boobs.
Yeah. Pew, 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 right?
Exactly.
So that's that. But now I want to get to.
Then get there.
We had a little bit of an underground contest.
Underground, I didn't even know it was happening.
I had to inform Todd after because he was gone all weekend, so I informed him when he got back that we had a contest. Last week, before last week, going into the weekend, I took my daughter to Niagara Falls, and we just had like a little night on the town kind of thing. We got those fun passes where you go to a bunch of different attractions, and one of the attractions was the Movie Land Wax Museum on Clifton Hill. I've never been in there.
Oh my God.
And the reason I've never been in there is because I see the quality of the...
Tell me you took a picture of Jim Carrey's
I did.
Ace Ventura.
Oh,
Was that what it was?
Have you been in there?
Yes.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Was that the one that was the guest?
No,
Oh,
no.
damn.
It was too obvious that it was Jim Carrey.
Let me see it.
Okay, I'm going to show you. So
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
This is clearly like where the British ones go to die.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, we're getting a new... David Beckham, we're gonna send you our old 27-year-old half melted.
Well, this wasn't a Tussauds, right? So I'm gonna show you the ones that I
Hollywood Land.
This was the Movie Land one, yeah. The
Or Movie
Tussauds
Land.
one is up the way.
One's
So
fucked as
the
well.
first one I showed was this one. Now I don't want you to say who it is yet. Do you remember this one?
I think so.
Okay, so we did have one guess on this one. Nobody was really willing to venture a guess, and the guess was Russell Crowe, which I wasn't mad at.
Is that bad?
I actually had a little bit of a... Oh, wait, no, there were
I didn't
other
see
ones.
the name.
There
Can
were
I
other-
guess?
Yeah, you can guess. I just want to see...
Tell me some other ones.
I
Don't
want to
show
see
me.
who else the guesses were.
I don't remember them. I just remember Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
His fucking wax. That looks like Mr. Orange.
You thinking Michael Madsen?
No, I think it's the Macap.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's him.
Okay. No. Here. Now I'm going to zoom out a bit and help it and to see if it helps you make the...
Oh my God.
So that was Dan Aykroyd.
That's Dan Aykroyd.
That is
they couldn't even put a hat and shades on him.
No. So, yeah, and it would have worked. I would have totally bought into it if there were a hat and shades.
That's all
on
you
it.
needed was the hat and shades because there's there's Belushi.
Yeah, and
my
Belushi
God.
looks
They
fine.
probably couldn't afford it. They had to put his hat on someone else.
Now, I'm going to show you another one. I'll show this one up here, too, because every now and again, they get a good one.
See, Dan Aykroyd's ever seen?
See?
Oh, that one's
There's
pretty
Jack
good,
Nicholson's
actually.
Joker. That one's
That's a
good.
good one. That's clearly Jack Nicholson as
Yeah,
the Joker.
and it's very obvious.
Has Dan
And then-
Aykroyd seen this thing? You should put that up on the website and CC
yeah.
Dan
Yeah.
Aykroyd.
I also want to point out this one. This is Harry Potter. They didn't even put fucking glasses on him.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. They're really lacking. These people don't even know
Yeah.
what happened to his glasses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did somebody lean over and steal them? And then is that Becky Lynch?
Is this
Is that
one
Lisa
big-
Marie Presley?
No, okay, so those are your guesses.
Lana Del Rey.
Okay, so the guess that came in for this one, this isn't even the second one. Sorry, we're gonna go back. Don't look.
How
Don't
many?
look.
How many did you put up?
4.
Holy fuck.
Okay,
Okay, so
the
one was
second-
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, so this is the second one I put up.
The what that one guy that played Doctor Who?
Okay, potentially a Doctor Who. You're not talking the Purple Man, are you?
No.
No. Okay. So guesses came in as Quentin Tarantino,
Okay.
and somebody guessed.
Is it Ewan McGregor?
Actually, I did get an Ewan McGregor guess. Somebody also guessed Adam West's cousin. I'm guessing. for the
Adam
fuck of it.
West's cousin.
And then the there was one correct guess on this one. Chris Watt on Twitter guessed George Clooney, and it is
That is George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Oh my God.
All right, now we're gonna go back to guess number 3.
Lisa Marie Presley.
So you said Lisa Marie Presley. We had a guess. We had guesses of Amy Adams.
Okay. Oh, and Kate Beckinsale.
Okay, ooh, that's a good guess. And she's with a vampire. Wrong
Oh,
one.
it's Kristen Stewart.
It's Kristen
Damn.
Stewart. So we did also get a correct guess on this one, but I
What did they win?
Well, there's one winner for the whole thing.
Okay.
We're gonna get to that. I did a draw We only had a couple of correct guesses.
The winner is us because we're sending you nothing.
Because we are going to send you something. We're going to get to that in a second. But yeah, so it was Kristen Stewart. You can see her. You'll see her next to the
new Batman. That's
Yes.
Pretty soon they're going to just take that and slap the cowl over him. Boom, there's your new Batman.
Here is the Jim Carrey that Todd was pointing out.
Oh my God.
When I showed my wife this picture,
his arms are like upside down.
Yes.
Shit. Like,
that was the first thing I showed my wife. She's like, hands don't bend that way.
What the fuck? He's so wacky. Of course they do. He's just so wacky.
All right, now we're going to show you the last one. This was the one of the highest debate, and nobody got this one right. Now, first off, I put to you
Margot Kidder.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't get that guess.
Reese Witherspoon.
Okay, interesting. I will. What was interesting about this one is I'm convinced it's not a wax figure so much as it is a dressed up mannequin that they found.
Maria Shriver.
Okay, so you've made a few guesses. The other guesses included Amy Adams again, Jacqueline Smith from the Charlie's Angels, Bernadette Peters, and Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
But I will be
Katie Holmes.
I'll be happy to say it's Reese Witherspoon. You were right. But as my wife said, how?
Yeah, no, exactly.
I don't even know. Like, I was trying to look at it, and I'm like, I know that's from. Is that from Election?
That's clearly whatever.
But
they're really not trying there.
I don't know many movies where she's not blonde.
Legally.
Yeah, or illegally.
Yeah.
But so that's it. So
they're all legally blonde.
When we get down to it, we had our correct guess from Chris Watt.
Clooney.
Was Clooney. The correct guess for Kristen Stewart was our good friend John Riches. But here's a problem. He's been there.
I know.
So he cheated.
He is a cheater.
But no, I still included him anyways because I didn't say you couldn't have been there.
I'll tell you what happened, okay?
What?
He saw this contest. He went there.
Yes.
And he found that's how badly he wants whatever it is we're giving away.
Well, he tried to wreck another one of them too, and I was like, "Fuck off, dude!" But the
keep shooting for the stars, John.
I know, but no, we love John. But I did draw, and Chris Watt did win. So we're going to put that out on Twitter. And hopefully you're listening on here. Email us, podcast@miscastcommentary.com with your information, and we're going to send you a shirt.
Sweet.
So, congrats to Chris Watt.
Sweet. It's from Calhoun's.
Yeah, it's
It's Boston. Hope you like the Boston Bruins. They're on sale.
It's a beefy tee.
Yeah, it's
All right, guys.
From the Twatter.
So...
You said the Twatter?
Well, no, you said that.
Where every picture is taken from the vagina's perspective.
Yes.
Twatter.
Speaking of which, have you watched Big Mouth? Did you watch
what vagina yours?
No, did you watch this?
So scare scene.
Did you watch this season of Big Mouth?
I haven't seen any seasons of Big Mouth.
Big Mouth is like one of my favorite Netflix shows.
I'm getting there.
It's so good, and Kristen Wiig plays the one girl's vagina.
Oh no way!
She's constantly talking to her and stuff. Like a lot of things are personified and whatever.
Right.
And the characters that they are in this and the actors that play them are just out of this world. Like Jordan Peele plays the ghost of what's the character's name? It's a fucking... Why can't I remember it now? It's
Ghost of Buddy's Boner?
No.
I'm so on, what's it called? Which I'm loving every minute of The Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
It is fucking amazing.
I've been finding it too slow, man.
Oh, man, it's so good. You're too slow.
Oh, Duke Ellington. He's the
Duke Ellington.
Yeah. Nick Kroll's character, the ghost of Duke Ellington lives in his attic. And so that's just a thing. And then like people like cell phones are personified. Vaginas are personified. There's a scene between two pubes. Like it's so out there. But the latest season, they do Disclosure the musical in their school.
Disclosure. Amazing.
It's so funny. But anyways.
Is it Demi Moore?
Yeah. And Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disclosure.
It's the one where
That's the kind of shit I like.
It's the one where she sexually harasses
Yes.
him. All right, so...
Oh, she sexually harassed me, man.
I know.
She's been telling all. Yeah. One thing she didn't tell recently is about how she sexually harassed me.
Yeah.
Double jeopardy. You can do it again, Demi. You can't be tried twice for the same crime, girl.
There's a classic thing in most Facebook and Twitter things, somebody will post a picture and then say, like, guess who this is? Wrong answers only kind of thing, right?
Right.
And it was a picture of Paul Stanley without the makeup.
Is it a cheeky thing to give the right answer then?
No, it's just an asshole. That's it's like, you know, when you go to a wedding and they say, please don't clink the glasses, and then somebody instantly starts clinking
that one
glasses.
person just all night. And
then
they don't even know why they're clinking.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so that's how that goes. So I saw the Paul Stanley, and I was like, I have to answer this one. I just go, I don't know who she is, but she molested me at a Styx concert. And I was pretty proud of it, I'm not going to lie. All right, guys. I think that's it.
That's a good way to end her.
That's it. Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, just so you know.
It's over.
Paul Stanley, that lady molested me at a Styx concert. And from a legal standpoint, you know that's not true because I'm too young to have been to a Styx concert or not attractive enough to be molested by Paul Stanley.
That's the one right there.
So
they're like, I know who he molested. You're nowhere in their league.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't even.
Please.
Don't even try.
Not on his drunkest day.
Not even. You're not even the burger he eats off the goddamn floor.
Yeah. You're not even good enough for Peter Criss. Oh.
That's, yeah. I mean, come on.
Ace Frehley when he's in a mood. I'm just saying, if one of them's gay, it's Ace Frehley.
Who's the cat? No, it's Peter Criss. It's Peter Criss.
No, because you remember
he's
when
manly enough to wear the cat makeup.
See, they're all the same guy though. Once they take off, they're just like these. Like even when they were young, they were these old Jews. They take off because they're like.
Remember they did that whole like we're taking the makeup off.
They did, and two of the people left the band.
Later,
like,
they're
you
just
can't
like,
see my face.
no, yeah.
But they've done that a few times. But the my favorite thing is just because you hear them and like they've got the makeup and they're like, all right, and then they take off the makeup and go, you know, one day we go to the store and oh boy, we go to the. And I'm just like, oh my god, everybody became like friggin' like Carl Reiner.
Fucking oh yeah.
Anyways, so
like my fucking Kiss toilet paper, man, they sold everything out.
I know. But we digress constantly and make a podcast about it.
Fucking right. Thank God for them.
I know. So we thank you for tuning in as always. We say tune in next week, Thursday, Halloween for Halloween 3. Put the kiddies to bed because if you don't, their faces are going to fucking turn into snakes and bugs.
Don't put the kiddies to bed. Put this movie on. They'll fall asleep during it. Not the laser beam part, though. Maybe they'll be like, whoa,
lasers. Laser face melt. All right, guys. We're going to see you next week. Just trust us. We will.
Trust me.
All right. Catch you next time.
Caesar the Witch.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.